So, let's go for a walk. So, welcome to the game that I made, or whatever you want to call it. And as you can see, we're in the canyon where it's a lot of fog, and these are these giant cubes. This is the size of, I don't know, a humanoid creature or something. And you go in and you have message. This is just A, B, C, nothing special. And where you're inside the cube, it's just darkness. Currently, like the current state of the development is just a work in the progress, and the game is gonna get better over time. So, this is the starting point in the depth of the canyon. Another one cube and coffee, tea. Good morning. Yeah. So, the statue and sculpted in Blender, and I kind of like it. I made it. I made all the assets, I think, most of them, maybe not the ground, but otherwise, I mean the texture from the ground. But otherwise all the things are made by me, and you can observe the sky, you can observe the canyon, and you're welcome to join me on a walk and see the things that I built. And I hope the project is gonna go well and new things are gonna come, and so it's a work in the progress, as I told it before. So we are really small, which I realized late in the project, because before I was too busy building things, and it was like it was like the last thing to check out. And yeah, there are some glitches, something starts loading and the frame rate dropped significantly here, because there is a building up. You can see it a little bit, maybe just a little bit, where there are many effects, and probably they are loaded. It's a lot of optimization that has to be done. So this is the first statue, and some statues, I hope many of them, are gonna have messages that you can read, and probably the interface should be a little bit different. So here you press the E key and you get a small rock. Not from this war, hit me when I was a small being. Now I'm just a frozen concept, living the echo of itself. So, is it small? I don't know. Probably it has its own concept of what small does it mean to be. Because to me it seems like humongous, a huge thing being here in the canyon, and it made me smile how such a beautiful rock came here, and what does it even mean? I don't know. Yeah, the dialogue probably should have like more cornered edges and should have an animation that is more nicely played. I don't know if they're gonna be the multi choice dialogues. I can't avoid any complications and want to keep it simple, because I'm doing this as one man band, so it takes time for me to get it better. So let's walk slowly through the canyon and see what is hiding for us. What is here? Oh, we have a new beautiful statue, creature, whatever we're gonna call it. Yeah, they should probably be textured and have like nice beautiful textures. I am planning to upgrade everything and to rise the level, and they should look more spectacular, but they should preserve some uniqueness that are currently holding. So well, you're not what you think. I was once used for your concept. I can hear your echo, and I have to say, it gives me a little chills. Yeah. Yeah. How it looks like a perfume or something like that. some shape, like a potato, like a perfume, like want to be elegant, want to be, I don't know, want to be something else, something different. But it's simple, but it has all these shapes, and it makes me angry. This, why is it like that? It's like such a sharp edge. I'm so scared. I'm gonna run away. I'm scared because what happened for it to become such a sharp edge? Yeah, probably. You know, you build a lot of models in Blender. They're like always changing and never the same. You know, you play with something and it just morphs into something else, and it is what it is. I think this, I find it more spectacular. Like, it looks so nice. Just like it wants to hold you, and you come here and you're like, oh, I want to hold you as well. And then like you press the E key and it tells, my dears, don't suck up to me. I know. Oh my god. I know I have charmed you. Of course, I'm yours. Concept, a small stone, lives in the echo of the fall. Where did it fall? From the sky? Here? Now? When? Yeah. It's so nice. It's so nice. So why is it here? What does it even mean? Don't suck up to me. I have charmed you. You have charmed me? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? So the thing is, like, this text should not hide. It should not hide. I'm your concept, a small stone. Yeah, you are. Concept. Hiding in this canyon. But you have a nice back. You have nice corners, so it's very beautiful to see you as you are. Probably a small cactus, a little greenish would be nice next to you, right? You would need something like that to be more recognizable and more, you know. But I like it as you, the same, always the same. The unreal vibe here, you feel it? It's unreal, just on metally. So let's walk a little bit more and explore how everything is. So the place is big. There are many things that I should bring them, many things that are missing, and there is like infinitely many shapes to be discovered when we are like just walking through the unknown and imagining from these shapes what would be nice to just be here. So if you have any ideas, put it in the comments, write them down, and I may make some of your concepts, and some of your comments would be like brought to reality if you want to participate in the project and be like I know, and part of inspiration, you know, like you find inspiration in many forms, and one form could be like even comments, you know. I don't know, just an idea, a wild one. I don't know if I take it seriously or I'm just joking. It's just a thing that I just you know, I like to improvise, and this is a big improvisation for me. So let's see how things goes. Here he is. I really love that. It's, yeah, it's look a little bit English bricks, right? So he doesn't look so happy. He looks a little bit, no. Let's see what he has to say. No, I can't be so white. Oh my gosh, so boring. White, nothing. Something splashed me. Something I both fear and hate. Something is wrong. Yeah, he feels something is wrong. So white. Maybe he is too much in the darkness. Living in this canyon can have an effect. But look up, there is something there. There is something there, and a big nose. Yeah, a big nose. Nice. He's nice, but sad because he's white. Why being sad? I don't know. But you know, they're having lives of their own. They're changing what they are, and becoming always something different when you're like interpreting them from the different angle. So let's move a little bit here. Ticker keeps complaining. I'm fed up. Ignore him. He doesn't know what anything else. He would rather go to algebra class. Yeah, probably. Really, yeah, he wants to. We would rather go to algebra class. Yeah, they would prefer to leave this place to go to algebra class. It has to be really terrible. Or algebra is a nice thing to learn, you know. Yeah, it's the same message. Probably there should be two messages because they're two guys and they are a mirror of itself. I know, like maybe there should be a mirror in the middle. It would be like a reflection, and there would be like arrows jumping and bouncing from the floor up, and you know that would be like something different. So we will continue our journey to the next thing in the level, the next cube. I call them info cube, and so let's move and see what they have to say. Thick hair guys will fight, but we don't have thick hairs, do we? No, don't worry, you forgot to buy vitamin E, or organic aloe, borage oil and castor oil. But do we use hot shower water or not? Yeah, they need to shower, definitely. And oil. So, being here between them, just being here and enjoying the view. There is something there. There is. So, hope they're not gonna fight with them. That would be bad. And they're not gonna be like a big fight between them. That would be a terrible thing. And you know, are they flowers? Are they stone flower or something like that? Something like a stone, something like a flower, something in between. Ooh, look, what it is there, something interesting. It's like it's waving to us and lit by sun that is making them like shine. And yeah, all the artifacts become real, all the mistakes. It's so visible, it's so true. But in the darkness, the darkness is the perfection. In the sun, in the light, all the imperfections come true. So what do you like? To be in the light, or do you prefer to be in the darkness? It depends. Something's light makes it, more vivid, more true, and darkness makes it more mysterious. So he must be a mixture of everything. What has to say? What does he has to say? I can feel it moving, like warm water creeping over you. It's slow, but it's here. It moves, sings, rises, dancing, la la la. Yeah, he's dancing. Water is dancing. Sun is dancing. Lit by it. And all this fog is making it so nice. And did he become a new religion for him? Is he having something to say about it? Maybe. There is a lot to be discussed here, a lot of things that just become real. It'd be nice if we could climb here, but we can't. We are so far below. And he's such a huge creature, and he likes to be half on the sun and half in the darkness. Or darkness is generated by him, but not really. He's also using the hill to be in the darkness, and so it is making something special, something really himself, So let's go. Yeah, there is always this issue: how close to him the text should pop up? How close? How far away should we be? The text, it's hidden, and yeah, it should be something else. I don't know. Reading them one time, two time. Is it really the same book when you read it the first time and you read it the second time, or do you just, because you read a book and then you have it like a few minutes to reflect and you read it again, like, and you become something different, right? Maybe, I don't know. Or is it the same book? It's the same input, it's the same letters, but is it really? Because you just read it differently, with different speed, with different attention to details, and like you are focused on the other thing. Something or something was swinging their arms too much and knocked me out. La la la. I'm waiting for an assistant to lift me up. But I don't know if he wants to be even lifted up, if he is not like in the flying zone. Maybe he's just levitating, wants to fly around, and it's still glitchy, it's still, I don't know, it'd be nice to go below. Oh my gosh, the frame rate dropped, and it's probably because something is loading in the background and unloading, and but yeah, I like the color of him. He seems to be vibrant. He seems to be like full of energy, levitating, be transforming from one form to another. And here we have again, it looks like a mixture of a snake and a cube. So let's see what he has to say. I'm constantly have to move, lift, lower, or pushing something. Push probably. Yeah, I don't know exactly what this is. It invades forms, customs, and habits and says nothing. Is this a chaotic joke intended only for me? Yeah. He likes to be in his own box. He likes his own cubes. He is also a snake sometimes. He's a snake, he's a cube, he doesn't like jokes so much, so maybe he needs to be cuddled a little bit and have some love. I don't know. Ooh, this looks more spectacular. He's the opposite of cube. He's something different, something. Oh yeah. What is this over-up, and who knows? Who knows? I have to check out that. The joke made me unrecognizable, has gone through many transformations. I bet it does. It does. You have been transformed into one, into another again, and turned again, and gone through so many transformations so to become what you are now. And now I need the chance to capture my soul. Yeah, you're doing it right now. You're captured. You're captured in the bits of these videos, and you achieved what you wanted, right? This is why I have a loop. Yeah, a loop, an endless loop. Such a nice creature. Such a nice creature being here. So let's move forward. Let's explore what we're gonna see. What is gonna be the next thing? This is gonna be like making us like all dream about the things that are hard to understand. Are you recognizable? He's like holding the corner. He's here to tell us like, what is she? Should be she? Maybe it's she holding the corner. It's like up, but like, see, a nice hat, holding the collar, lit by light. I'm in a hurry to catch her for you. I'm afraid of losing my hat. Oh yeah, if you're gonna cut so many corners, you can lose your hat. That's for sure. You have to be like more careful. But then again, that's not your personality, right? You are here to experiment a lot more and to make it different. So let's move it forward. In the valley, into the canyon, full of mist, and there is something small here, and the light. Just look this. It is hidden, and then like shung, you get the light, and it's lit by it. It's not on purpose, but it became the purpose, and kind of like it. It shocks. Just imagine walking in the canyon, then like the light lights up, and you're like lit from the back. You would like to see it. What has been? Do things exist when you're not looking at them? I mean, they do, but only if they interact with anything like you touch, and you interact later on. But if you don't, who knows? It's maybe invisible light. I don't care about the hats. Oh yeah, he doesn't care about hats. I'm here to give you a small slice of my grain pie. Don't let away pocket makes you think it's not real. Yeah, it makes you think what's real, what's not real here. It's like a canyon full of things. You can make include what you wish, but continue in what you really wish. Yeah, you have to know what you really wish. Because if you don't, you can be like just confused by big pockets there. And you'll be like, oh my god, and you waste a lot of time. So be very aware of what you really, really deeply wish, and don't just stop and say, oh, I wish something, and then like you just be like, I really wish something else. You realize later, so you have to contemplate and find out what it is, the things that you really wish. So we are having him a bird that likes to fly, and it looks like I don't like green pie. What if I sing you a song while you wait for something only you could know? Only you could know, right? He knows. Will the speculative bird come from the plateau? Only you can know. He's a beauty in his own right. A beauty in the canyon. Being here and just... You have to have love. He's a huge bird. So, such a huge bird. Only you can know, you know that. Only you can know things, and by only you knowing it, you have to find the answer no one else than inside you, and you have to research or somehow make them present, make them externalized. And you know, this is kind of thing. Things get externalized and then they exist, they have a life on their own, they even become something else. You're hiding, right? A big mushroom is hiding you from the sun, but the mushroom is absorbing all the sun that comes from a distant star, and it's a huge mushroom. And let's see what we have here. A small creature, a small one. And what the creature is gonna say: a blow and a flame, I should run fast into the beauty of the unknown, where I would finally know what all is unknown. Let's read again. A blow and a flame, a blow and a flame. So you're gonna be blown away in the flame. Should run fast into the beauty of the unknown. Yeah, that's definitely true. Where I would finally know what is unknown. Definitely. But then it's not gonna be unknown, and it's gonna be like exhausted, or it's gonna be like a new journey to new unknowns. Yeah, it's what we do. I like to be rearranged, combined stone into a known world. The knowing makes me cry. The unknown makes me cry. So cry, don't cry. You look wet. You look wet, definitely. You look so wet, and so wet. And then we have something similar to the flying thing. It is mount, it's this the head, it's something else, it's a combination of something we didn't ever saw. It's like an alien or a creature from our dreams. Hey, where are you here? Everything is known, recognized. I'm immaterial. My material is just a mask to make me look good. This seems so much this age, like people are just like, they're not material, but everything is just a mask. And you know, it's the thing that materialism, and they're not material, but then like everything is material and nothing is immaterial, and this is just the skin that is over, and then something, the substance is a thing, and there is a huge thing around all that. Zero rest. It's not my West. However, symmetry may make it okay to just invest in a tiny gratification. You just invest in a tiny gratification. It makes you happy, right? Yeah, the symmetry. Why or how? Simply because of local sense. Yeah, local sense. Something makes sense locally. What makes sense? It's always relative. Why enjoying the moment it's less important than having an idea to enjoying something for years that is not like, maybe even not, you're just having the idea that you're gonna enjoy it, maybe you're not gonna enjoy it because you're not enjoying now, because they're your collection of the moments from the past, and you're like always getting into one big soup, and you know, it's how it is. Symmetry, it is perfect, it's just distracting, but if you add the right curvature to a mix, make something that interests something else, you may get a preferred direction. It's perfect, just distracting. The right curvature, something that intersects something else, you may get. Yeah, I know. The only what you become light sometimes, sometime in the darkness or boredom. He is a special creature. Sad or happy. I know. Is this his nose? Is he like a snake? It's like a motorbike helmet. A combination of it and a beautiful bird. Just love it. I love the flying creatures. Oh my gosh, what a glitch. I love flying creatures. Another glitch. Oh my gosh. It is so annoying. I like to be somewhere in between. Existence is the difference between me and them. I carry an existence counter with an important task I will entrust to someone else. Who you're gonna entrust that counter, right? He looks even more aerodynamic, I think. No, it's him. These creatures. Did he lost his texture? How did you lost your texture? You should not lost your textures. Where is your texture? I have taken an important load. I'm grounded. I'm a sensitive ground. Architecture that understands. What a wise creature. And the one flying on his hat, like it was a hat. So, he looks like a spider, but let's see. Am I the other one? All count to send signals to accomplish a myriad task, a precisely known the unknown. That's actually known, one by one. And it feels like we are getting closer to something. The green things. All of you would be excited to travel, explore, and then suddenly find out to just go in circles. Yeah, this is explore. This is a good thing, like when you thing that you're traveling, that is something new, something spectacular, but then you realize that everything is just a circle. But then like you're asking yourself, is it even maybe a spiral, and it's just repeating the same thing, but it's getting into another level. But then like maybe it's just an illusion again. So it's like a series of realization, and each one is presenting differently, and it's like alternating between different states of understanding what it is. Whatever you try to do or just wish to, there is nothing but the beginning and the end. Yeah, is it? Which is exactly the same. Now go one more time. You want to travel? Go in the circle. Yes, let's go around. One more time. Yeah, we have to go around it, and then we have to just continue to another thing that looks like it's a home of ant, of termites, or some creature like that. Let's see. I will try. If you try several times, you will find something that looks like circles, but they are not. So something could be like repetitive, like a circle. You could be walking on it, but actually you're not walking on the circle. It's a spiral. It's what one to say to me. Maybe the beginning of the columella of some small snail. Yeah. Small snail, going slowly but steadily, and going out. It's like exponential function. It seems nothing. Why do it the old way? Some say, but actually, if you do it different way, and you're just 1% better, things just spiral out of control over time, and you are waking up in the singularity. Would you like to rotate into the perfect columella? Yeah, is this you're rotated? They want to take the short of him? Probably. I live in a place, kind, gentle, and patient. Yes, you are patient, waiting here, and you must be also very patient to look at him and look at you and just be here for a long time. Nothing would tempt me to want more and more, definitely. So let's walk to another creature. Such a huge bird that I would be scared to be next to him, because I think if this humongous bird would just decide to attack me, I would be just flying around the maps. But luckily, I think he's stationary, right? Because he's safe. So we should be safe as well. But maybe he has special powers. Who knows? My ears trembled with so much grease and kindness. But suddenly everything stops, so now I have my ears open. I hear if someone moves or flutters. So we better not move and make sound, right? But we have to move. We have to move. We have to move forward otherwise. I know. It is what we do. We move forward, even if we should not move forward. I know. We have to do. I'm a carrier, a carter. I will catch if something falls. You will. My sensors were great. Maybe they are a little bit rusty now. Yeah, maybe you are on the floor, but you should fly. You should fix him so that he could fly around and maybe have a patrol and do something cool. That would be great if these creatures would be able to fly and be somehow animated and have life of this form, because now they're just like lying there and waiting for us to interact with them, but they're not like interacting with themselves or just having some dynamics, Yeah, you're looking at me, and I know I'm gonna listen to you now because I feel threatened, but just being here and just observing you. The tension which forms inside all the barriers that are so easy self-assembled was maybe the birth of the cosmic dance that we now all observe. Cosmic dance that we all observe. Wow. Look, in the cosmic dance, the sugar is levitating. The sugar. So rocks come together to form composition that change the nature of what they are, and then new patterns are formed. But for what? To drink a non-existent tea with a font of around sugar candies? So rocks come together to form composition. Yeah, it's the same thing. So maybe there should be two different things, two different texts, because they're two opposites. They're on opposite side of road, and I really like this is the texturing technique, and I like the colors of the, how do you say, Is that it's the leather, yeah, I think. So let's walk forward, and the plants are in front of us. Are they cactuses? Are they something else? But they look. The cactus in the desert. He collected some materials and made some gold statue out of nothing, and even floating in the air, because he's so spectacular that he has to float. To do. Yes, you have to do a lot, because gold is not gonna do all the work. Gold is gonna just stay here and patiently wait for something or someone or some who do the work, and you're not gonna float, right? You are not allowed to float. But yeah, there is something else. There is a thing that we think the size should be something like that, but then it feels like the same, but it's so different, because now you have this small statue and a huge statue. What can the small statue maybe control the big one, and maybe you can interact with the small statue and the big one just follows what you do. So maybe you can come back to this and like think about it in a form like a small actions that you do on a small scale can influence things in a big scale over time or throughout some dimensions, you know, like this can be useful. Like you can even test people this way, like you see them how they react on a small scale before you allow them to play on a big scale, right? We do it all the time. It is how things work. Yeah, let's go to the beach. It's not summer anymore, it's winter, it's cold, but here it's summer. It's summer, and it's not sunny, but it's summer. So you're here, looking to cactuses, and they look so humongous, like what kind of cactus is this? But you know, that's maybe the point. And this looks, I know, it's not a cactus, it's some other vegetable, like on the floor, and maybe I should make more of them and construct them and do more variability so that more versatile, and then be like the whole thing. Maybe there should be like a jungle inside it, but there's this conflict. Is it desert or is it like a jungle? Because jungles are wet and they have a lot of green, and deserts are not so wet, they are more like dry. So it's this omnipresent conflict between, and you want to have some green but not too much of it, because then it is too much and the statues would lose details and it would be something else, right? So there is something big. Should this thing even talk? It's to do. Yeah, he needs to be done. He needs text. And a small one again. A small one. You can see it. It's the same thing, just a small one. And you can walk in it, inside it. You can jump and walk. And the wall, you see how detailed walls are? It would be cool if the walls would just like flow. It would be like a constant flow, because this looks like a part of machine and a star, a sea star creature. So it should be like a combination of machine and a creature, right? It should be something from other place. So we are moving slowly through the level, and it is a pretty huge map. And it would need a lot of things to let it shine, and so you're very welcome to suggest some things that we may add, and I would serve like it would be cool like to make a lot of new assets. And now I'm thinking about many things related to these statues, and I should sculpt more and make them cool. I really like this. It's very nice. It's different color. It looks a little bit plastics, but I like it. It's plastics, and actually this is the size of a mushroom. But you know, why not make them big or make them? You know, it is like every time you're making like a level, you should put some statues in them, like statues of humanoid form, like to get sizes right. If that's the lesson, maybe, I don't know. So let's walk through the canyon. It's like, for a second you think like these are like trees, right? Like trees in the forest. Like even though there are mountains, the shape of it, the shape of the curve is like the same as for trees. So we are slowly getting up and up and up and up, and it's like a construction site somehow. But like, is this thing gonna scan us or make us something else? I don't know. Let's check out. To do. Yeah, it needs to be done. It needs to be done. And they are like one looking another, and they should maybe have a laser so that you're like, don't come through us if you don't have a pie or something. If you don't have a pie, you cannot walk through us. So this is a big wall, and yeah, having a big wall, it has a lot of benefits, you know. Maybe, you know, it looked like ears, and the shape of the ear is really interesting. Like, I think there are many times I love this scenery because it feels so out of this world. It feels like we are getting up into some other way of because we have been now mostly in this fog, and we want to get out of this fog and going slowly up and up, things become more shiny and different, you know. Um, so sand, and the different sand, and yeah, a big place here waiting to be for something to decide to exist here, and when something is gonna to decide to exist here, it'd be great. Yeah, I saw that popping up, and to be like a great place to have something here that would be like a cool thing to observe, to enjoy, and to interact with. That is the thing. Should there be more interactive things here? This is like a way that should be like creatures climbing up to this road, like these humanoid forms are like just standing with their hands. It is kind of surreal. Just imagine, like you're just racing up and they're like standing. The time has frozen for them, and you are somehow going beyond that. Yes, so you wanna fall? No, we stop you from falling. But you could fall if you really want, but that would just extend the walk. So I'm gonna walk slowly through the level. Is it a level? I would say it's more a map, because when you level, I expect that you level up, right? If it's a map, it's just like a thing to explore. But if it's a level, it is a thing that you level up. You can get like a next level, and then to next level, and then you finish the game. Yeah, there are things that we're not gonna see today that are hiding there. Maybe there will be some story there, but there is none here. We are going there slowly. So yeah, it's the same form. It was down, and that form will be replaced with something else, but currently like it's just a star. I think, just imagine it just flew from the universe and came here and just cut to the hill and become a new thing now here, and it is like it morphed into this landscape, and now can I walk at him? I would like to be, no, I would like to jump, but I can't, but it'd be cool if we have like a way to get top of it and see the place from that perspective. It would be great. Yeah, the doors of the temple are really nice, but there is something blocking us to getting it in, and we're gonna have to restrict ourselves to not get in. But it has been constructed, and yeah, these things maybe should be smaller and different, and I should scale up things and make them different. But there is a nice thing there is even a cool thing inside it hiding right now, but you know, it doesn't exist until you visit them. It has to be levitating. Yeah, a hyper detailed cactus that is not from this place, and we should just walk forward and enjoy the place. The clouds, you know, clouds, what they are made of. They are not cones, they are not spheres, they are not rectangles. They are something else, a fractal dimension, and you know, things are repeating and changing and self-similar in many ways, like Mandelbrot said, right? You know, fractals are very interesting, and this looks a little bit fractal-like, and I like these balls. I know they are something living. They should maybe just vibrate a little bit. And what we have here, it's a interesting space to observe, because I don't know, just like a creature, again, it is a story. It wants to fly, right? It wants to fly. Where does he want to fly? That is a good question. Somewhere in the multiverse, maybe. Yeah, it's this era of multiverse when everyone is asking what is going to be the multiverse. Maybe this is the multiverse, or something like, or omniverse, or verse, or something. It's like verse. It's like poetry, right? You have right to write. Oh.
Here now. I walked for years in silence, but slowly now I'm coming to the perfect shape. To look at her as I wanted so much.
Oh yeah.
I'm observing this perfect shape. It's boring.
He knows.
I look at the clouds their softness. I'm just an elephant.
So, back here, something cut the surface, you know, and the surface was cut, and then like something showed up, and when it cut, it not only just it make a scar, but the scar is not like sand; it becomes stone, and it become like it becomes something new, it's something different, right?
Look at her as I wanted
So we walk forward, and the more we walk, the more things reveal to us, and slowly, there is something. Oh, it looks like some. Can catch you. It can do. No. I don't want to follow you. No, please, no. I want. Oh my god, I'm so happy. No, oh my god, this is really bad terrain to walk because you can get trapped, and I would not like that. So I'm gonna go on the safe route. There are lots of fixes that have to be done on the map so that it be more safe to walk, not get trapped into some areas like that. And here was a bridge, and it was something. It was destroyed. So a creature, a massive tree with his own story, probably waiting to be written and to be shown and expressed in all his ways that it could be. And everything is microwave. Things are flying around with frequencies, and the even like it's like antennas. Everything is microwaves that you observe somehow, and everything is like a frequency and energy traveling around, and it's very important subject to dive into it, probably. Like even computers is like some modulation of frequencies. You can see it from this perspective if you want to. If you don't believe that it's just like 0 and 1, because 0 and 1 in the computer is not like real 0 and 1, it's like the voltage going up and down, right? So it's very, I like the gold details. The grass is really huge, you can walk with it, and it likes details and antennas, they grow. Creatures got antennas, and then like they're starting to sense in the universe around, and they got ears, and they got this smash like that make them to think and to process things and to see them like wires, and everything changed. So just think about all the triangles that are present and how they become like a mesh that is like a lot of vertices connected together, and in these ways, can we go in? We can.
transformation, flying all around, self-realized beauty that is powered by an infinite sun. I too am flying into transformation. The endless sunshine fills my continents that I'm beautiful. The sound of perfection that is not rigid, with a quick change of direction, creates a new, unique music that keeps me young forever. I fly through the small cracks of reality into new, transformed reality. In flight, I become something new. Atoms are rearranged, thoughts, programs, meanings too. It disconnects, it reconnects again. Faster and faster, I let go that it doesn't work. Always adjusting.
And we are
Is there
stuck.
matter to live in hyper? Is the change only local or a quantum leap possible? I'm here in the sun, on the water, in the sky.
My gosh, I got lost.
In the wind of change, there is a transformation, flying all around. Self-realized beauty that is powered by an infinite sun.
Look him. What a beauty.
The endless sunshine fills my continents that I'm beautiful. The sound of perfection that is not rigid, with a quick change of direction, creates a new, unique music that keeps me young forever. I fly through the small cracks of reality into new, transformed reality.
Yeah.
In flight, I become something.
He's always transformed, Things change. We are not the same as we were a year ago, or 2 years ago, or 10 years ago. Things change, societies change, and we are sometimes holding to the past things and think we are the same matter, but things are different now. So our advice is always for the past, you know, the new, the past, or you can go from other direction and say like, the past never repeats; it just rhymes. So here I am back. The crash was annoying, but we are back. Does it reality sometimes crash and we are just transformed because of it? Does it bring good? Yeah, probably it does. So the cactuses, the creatures, the things all around us, surrounded by them. Oh, we missed something. We were rushing, so the crash saved us. There is a question mark, there is a exclamation mark, there is a dot. So you form a sentence, you say something passionately, or you just say something. Which one do you think is the best? I think this one, forming questions, is probably way better than just yelling at things or just being 100% sure about things and not questioning. You may question first and then like come to some conclusions, but you know, and this, it's the language of passion. It's also needed, but where you use the passion, it's probably very different when you use questions. And knowing when to use questions, when you form sentences, and when to just be as you are and show all your passion, it's a skill, probably, right? So let's move. It's a skill, it's a personality, it's whatever you call it, you know. The variability of us makes things richer and more interesting. So let's look forward. The bird landed, and this should be a scorpion or something, probably a scorpion's structure. I don't have a name yet, but maybe the name should emerge very relaxedly from, you know, what should be the name of the things? That is a good question, you know. You have a name, and the name should mean something, and then the name can influence what the thing becomes. Like sometimes it's a big question. Like if you give a name, if you would give a different name, would the thing become something else? Because you don't know. Like, oh my God, are we gonna have another crash? No, we didn't. That's good. It's like a plane, it's like a bird, it's like a scorpion, and here it is something that just goes through the walls, and so many glitches. So glitches. The glitches shows that there is something going on, that it doesn't run flawlessly, and it probably should over time, and I should try to make it run flawlessly, but it's gonna take some time. Robotic flowers. Why? That is nice. Like flowers could be robotic. Don't have to be like greenish and organic. They could be like robotic flowers. It's an interesting concept that I may explore more. And levitating things. I know if they are purposely levitating, but the levitating things is so nice. Hovercrafts and things like that. It's nice to observe. So we are slowly getting to another temple, and yeah, there are some creatures outside. We're gonna visit them when they come back, if the thing is not gonna crash again. And yeah, it runs slower when we are not in a build.
The sun, where it burns, where nobody would expect me. There I am, the burning sun, making me feel alive and make me feel like a stone. Here, when time stops until something comes close, then time starts again. Why do things which others would expect you to do that seems boring, predictive, and just naive? Patterns must be broken for new ones to appear. In the sun, where it burns, where nobody would expect me, there I am, the burning sun, making me feel alive and
I
make
love
me feel
this.
like a stone.
I know it feels
Here, when
so
time
a
stops
mixture of
until something
nature
comes
and
close,
architecture, you
then
know,
time starts again.
and invisible
Why
walls. I
do
hate them.
things
Or I'm
which
not in a wall.
others would
I'm in
expect you
the
to do
I'm
that
in
seems
the
boring,
hall.
predictive, and just naive? Patterns
Let's
must
go
be
up, let's go
broken
up,
for
let's go
new
up.
ones to appear. And
Yeah,
those patterns
patterns,
might be
patterns,
broken and
patterns.
unknowingly.
Everything is built out of
But once
patterns,
you see a
layers of
new pattern,
patterns,
just a
very more
more
complex.
interesting one.
And then, like, when you
I
see a
find
pattern, it becomes boring,
finding a
and when you don't
mathematically
see a
random
pattern,
process
it's
never is
interesting,
time
right?
for me. Giving up.
Never giving up, never, never. Patterns, right? So let's walk a little bit more. Oh, it's gonna crash. I hope so not. The reality crashing all the time. Interesting. If we are living in a simulation and the reality would crash, we would not know, like, because it would be restored at the same moment, and nobody would know. If maybe the computer is crashing all the time, it's really badly designed, or maybe it works. Okay, what if the computer works one of a million times and otherwise, and then, like, you have crashes and crashes and multiplexing of crashes, and it crashes, then it restores to one state, and then it crashes and restores to different state, and it'd be fun thing to observe. But we can't observe if you are in the matrix,
Where nobody would expect me. There I am. The
there you
burning
are,
sun
the
making me feel
burning sun.
alive
Yeah,
and make
yeah,
me feel like a stone.
making you
Here,
feel
when time
alive, not
stops,
saying
if
that you
something too
are.
slows,
It's just an illusion,
then time
right?
starts again.
He's walking, or a
Why
robot.
he thinks?
Where did he come?
Which
Like, and
other
he
things
likes ice cream,
expect you
probably
here?
a lot of ice
That
cream.
seems boring, productive, and just naive.
Yeah, so much things are boring, so much things are naive. So many. But it's easy to say that something is naive when, like, you haven't gone through it, When you are in the middle of it, it's probably not that naive. Look, the creature is here dancing all day, and there are, like, more to dance, different scales, and they should, like, they would move their hands, and they would, like, the eyes should be just rotating like a motor, right? And it would be, like, fun thing to observe, like, yeah. So we go up the plant. Let's go up. No, it's too high. You have to go the other way around. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure, like, these glitches would hopefully be removed in the final version, because otherwise it would be really terrible. So let's move forward. The building that is like a spaceship. We are making buildings that look like a spaceship sometimes, and then spaceships maybe built like a buildings, like in science movies. Science movies. It'd be interesting when there's gonna be fashion in the space, like, and architecture and these kind of things. It won't be everything so rational, because probably everything being rational makes it nonsense. What a contradiction, right? So let's walk a little bit more. Let's get to the sun. Let's get some sun. Oh my gosh, here is a spider, a big spider.
Things are moving faster and faster and
Yeah.
faster. There is no past. The past is forbidden. The network effect. Everything reconnects. Searching between nodes. Searching in this ever-expanding graph. It's not here. It's not there. It's everywhere. One is nothing. Billion, trillions, and many more network of networks. Messages flying around. I'm just sitting here listening. Just enjoying the peace of the desert. With my
You should
antennas,
enjoy
I
as
hear
well.
noise from a distant star, where her son gives me food. I'm emitting signals too, as well, but mostly in the void. I'm happy about that. You never know how such a vast network would react.
Yeah, network. You cannot control how it reacts. It's
There is no past.
it's a thing that can react in many ways, and unpredictable things can happen, good and bad, like a butterfly effect. And I think it's part also. It is unpredictably predictable somehow, right? Some things follow some patterns, and some things are unpredictable. But it's like, if we don't have patterns, and then we have patterns, right? So not having patterns is the opposite of having patterns. So you have to have both, like duality. Is it something in between? Yeah, probably. Like a broken pattern with the noise, but something more. Maybe you can ask different questions, like can everything be a pattern, right? Can a noise be a pattern? Just unique, right? Because if you go to the extreme complexity of patterns, noise can be stated as a pattern. You just record texture. This is the recording, then you can repeat it, right?
In some other times, while I sang a song to him in the captivity of the golden cage. Bird, why are you looking at the sky? Bird, what are the questions that you always ask?
You should go up. These stairs are special. They were very built probably at the start of the project. This bird is huge.
The grace of the song. The little dictator asked me in some other times, while I sang a song to him in the captivity of the golden cage. Bird, why are you looking at the sky? Bird, what are the questions that you always ask yourself? Bird, can you make your imagination real?
Can you make your imagination real? Can you do that? Can you? Can we jump? Oh my god, no, I want to jump. Can we jump through these 5 years? Oh yeah, that's good. Now let's visit the ant, but the ant can catapult you somewhere. It's a big creature.
What are you hiding in the sand?
You see?
I'm Queen Ant. I'm looking for a place that pleases my kind. Warm, dry shelters under the stones in the cracks. I found this place and I did throw away my wings because I would never need them again. They helped me in my wedding fight and served their purpose. I wiggle, I sniff, I go crazy. I'm stronger than I seem. If you meet me, run away.
I'm gonna run away. You're such a good. Yeah, such a lovely ant, but you know, ants are very strong. Extremely strong. Big warrior creatures, and we have to be careful with them because they are really, really strong creatures. And the sand, what is hiding in the sand? You never just imagine what are all the things that can be hidden currently in the sand that we have no clue that even they exist, or how long they exist, or how we can use them in some creative way. So I'm slowly getting to the other area of the map, and the hills go up and down.
What do you think? Small? Big? Let me tell you something about it. I'm not tempted to get bigger and more comfortable house.
Yeah, huge, right?
For several years, reaching the right size in the annular circles that wind into the columella. The growth.
Yeah, what a beauty.
If it would continue,
He needs something to eat, I think. Hungry.
Sensitive, smart architecture, mathematics is reflected in it. Man has not invented it yet. I have learned to live in peace.
What about woman?
Kind, gentle and patient. Only sometimes I want to
Look
come
the
out
creature.
of my
Look
shell,
her, how elegant.
experiment.
He's just waving and
But
saying,
something
go,
takes
just
time.
go,
But
fly
when
with
they are
me,
created,
be with me.
They are obvious.
You are here,
Timeless. They are hard
timeless.
to find.
And somebody lose a dish. Is there a tree, a small tree forgotten?
What do
Oh
you
my gosh, I don't want to fall, I don't want to fall.
Let me tell you something about
Oh my god, look at there.
I'm
Let's go
not
back.
tempted to get bigger and more comfortable house. Mine grow for several years, reaching the right size in
The
annular
right
circles
size,
that wind
everything right and
the growth
optimized,
has stopped.
like a monolith.
Continued to grow. Mine
So
is
let's move forward.
sensitive.
Let's move forward to see this. Are they mammoths? Are they elephants? They are something waiting for us. They're not small. They don't seem small. I don't want to go under them because they make get me. Oh my gosh, so much of them. So yeah, we are slowly getting to the main building through the elephants. These are baby elephants, or baby mammoths, or baby alien elephants. Are there on other planets, other places, alien creatures that we call elephants? Could we call alien elephant, or do we have the equivalents? Like if we visit the other place in the space, do we find the equivalent, like an elephant thing? Is this an elephant? Is this a mammoth? Is this something? A walking house. A walking house. You can walk under it. They're so joyful. Look, jumping, huge jumping creatures. And now we go and we see the telescope, the central building, the temple, whatever you're gonna call it. It could be a radio telescope, it could be an optical telescope, it could be a temple, it could be something else. But there is a sphere which seems like a perfect shape when you have a perfect sphere, right? And you know, it's playing some music, you know, in the form of waves. It's a new thing for me, and the sun cannot lit because it has something this stopping the sun getting, and some metal that is embodies some waves and patterns which you have to be aware of. And look, it's so beautiful to just think, but these elephants want to get in, but they realize that the clouds are more beautiful than this perfection of pink color here. So what we're gonna do now? It's the end of the map here. I mean, there is more, but it's enough. We need to explore more things on the map and build new forms and new things to think. So, bye elephant, bye mammoth, bye alien creature, and bye sphere, and wish you luck and hope we are gonna explore more the map and maybe re-explore it and change it and evolve it into something new. I wish you a beautiful day, night, whatever it is. Bye bye.